Hello and welcome to Book Talk. Today we're talking about some middle grade books that all have a theme of courage. It can be tough to be courageous at times, can't it? Especially when you're a kid, right? So what I love about every one of these books though is there are characters that are just like you and they are courageous and all have something to overcome, and they do it successfully. The first one I want to share with you is actually a graphic novel. It's called Roller Girl by Victoria Jameson. Astrid and her friend Nicole are like inseparable BFFs, do everything together, right? And Astrid's mom often takes them to new and different places, like going to a play or a museum, and this day she takes them to a roller derby. Astrid is in love immediately. She loves it, but her friend Nicole, not so much. And Astrid wants to go to a camp for summer for roller derby, and Nicole has her heart set on ballet camp and dance camp. So they go their separate ways, which, you know, affects their friendship a little bit. It's hard when things change in a friendship. But also, roller derby is hard, very hard, Astrid realizes. But find out how she gets through it and what fun things that happen, and even how it turns out with her and Nicole. You will not be sorry. This book is amazing. I loved it right away, and I just couldn't stop turning the pages. So grab Roller Girl. This was on the shelf and I didn't even realize. It's been sitting here. It is fabulous. Okay, the next book I have is called As Brave as You by Jason Reynolds. Jason Reynolds, I've read him before. I read A Boy in the Black Suit, and that was fabulous. This book has been sitting here. I haven't read it before. Now I do. Now I know. This is about two boys who are from New York City, and they have to go stay with their grandparents for a summer. And no internet, no TV hardly. They don't really know their grandparents very well, and there's some things there that they never experienced before. So I won't give it away, but this book is full of adventure and bravery. Definitely courage. So try this one too, right here at the Sagertown Area Library. All right. And then I have one of my favorites, Kate DiCamillo, The Tiger Rising. This is a book about Rob and his friend Sistine Bailey, and they discover a tiger. Now Rob has just moved. He's at a new place, new school. That can be so rough and in need of a lot of courage, right? And you could relate. You may be able to relate. But a tiger, finding a tiger, that would be scary. And see what happens to Rob and his friend Sistine, and what happens with the tiger. There's so much more in this book that is so good, and what things that Rob has to deal with, and how he is courageous in The Tiger Rising by Kate DiCamillo. This is here. It's also a movie. We have both. Pretty good. You guys, last, y'all, Sharon Draper. Oh, I did not know how fabulous this woman is. She's also been sitting on my shelf here at the library. Sharon Draper. Let's start with the Stella by Starlight. Stella by Starlight takes place in a older time. I want to peek and see when it was. South Carolina, during the time when there was segregation down there. Now, if you don't understand what that means, you need to look it up, and you will find out in Stella by Starlight. Her and her brother are outside in the summer. You know how when it's hot in the summer, you might just stay outside, go outside, sit on the steps. They see something very frightening, very frightening. And Stella has to have courage, and she does. And I'm not giving any more away because another page turner, Sharon Draper, is one of my new favorite authors. You have to read her. And then another Sharon Draper is called Out of My Mind. This little book, oh, a hidden gem right like on the shelf right here, and I had never read it. I can't tell you how much I love this book. You get to meet Melody, who is a brilliant young girl who can't express herself at all. She can't speak, she can't, you know, communicate in any way, and because of that, you'll find out why people don't understand her. They think she can't learn or that she's dumb, but she is the opposite of dumb, and she needs so much courage in life. And find out what happens to her, because this book, I couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. It is amazing. And then because of reading this book, I realized and found out it has a sequel. So we just got this sequel here at the Sagertown Area Library, and when I am done with being busy, because I have 2 more weeks of being very busy, taking some classes, but when I am done, the first book I read is this one. So this is the sequel to Out of My Mind. It's called Out of My Heart, but you can beat me to it. You can get this right now and find out what else happens to Melody. I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait to read this. And so it goes, whoop, upside down. Out of my mind, read it, and then out of my heart, read this one. So you guys, so many books on courage. It was really enjoyable to read all of these and to share them with you, and I really hope that you found a new book you can come get at the library, because these were some of my most favorite books, and I couldn't wait to share them with you. So have a great day, and this has been Book Talk at the Sagertown Area Library. Bye.